Pilates class. Here I am. I'm still Jeremy, the physio from Square One, and this is still Lucy, also a Square One physio. We're going to be bringing you a mat class today, 45 minutes. If you're new to it, it requires absolutely nothing at home, just a mat and about 2 by 2 meters worth of space, and a willingness to try a few exercises. Make sure that you work within the constraints of your own injuries. If you have anything that is niggling or sore, make sure you do check out with your physio first before you join in. Otherwise, if you're relatively injury-free or you've already got a little injury management plan from one of your physiotherapists here at Square One, or your treating practitioners in Adelaide, some people, then make sure they're happy for you to join in. So we're going to get started. All right, Lucy, let's lie down on our back. Lovely. Oh, yes, I think my microphone's on. Let me just check. Yes, it is. Double check. Double checked. On, ready to go. Excellent. Cool. All right. Now, let's start. Lying down here on our back. Excellent. And we're just going to start by doing a few little pelvic tucks. So exhale, tuck the pelvis, imprint your lower spine, and then inhale, roll your pelvis the other way and have a little arch underneath your lower back. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, inhale, roll the pelvis the other way. Excellent. So just some really little pelvic tilts. Just starting to check in with how our body's feeling this morning. Oh, sorry, this afternoon. Beautiful. And hello to Leanne. Lovely to see you in the internet world. Welcome. Lovely. Now, if any of the work on our lower, whilst we're lying on our back, gets a little bit too challenging, this is the exercise for us to come back to, okay? This works on the mobility of your lower back, helps unwind any tension, and is pretty accessible to almost everybody in this world. Lovely. Now, from here, we're going to bring the pelvis back into a neutral position. We're going to keep it really, really still. We're going to take a big inhale breath to prepare. And as we exhale, float the right leg up into your tabletop position here. Beautiful. Inhale, lower it back down into its footprint. And then exhale, float the left leg up into your tabletop position. Perfect. Thigh, vertical, shin, horizontal, foot relaxed. Pop it back down. Great. Let's bring the first leg back up into tabletop. Keeping this leg here, let's now bring the other leg up into tabletop to join it. Fabulous. Focus on your rib cage, funnel those down, and we're now going to tap down towards the front of our mat down here, and then inhale as we bring it back, and then exhale, tap down towards the front of your mat down there. Inhale, bring it back. And you'll notice that by tapping towards the front of the mat, you're taking that foot out just a little bit further than what you normally would. So we're opening you up a little bit more in through the front of your hip joint. But what it's also going to do as an added bonus is it's going to work into your tummy muscles a little bit more. Awesome. Great. Keep going with this. Now, I hope, Auntie Kathy, I hope you're at home doing this, not just watching it this week. Your starter, your sourdough bread looks really good. Love that photo. I'll send you more of the one that I do this weekend, doing olive bread this weekend. One more on each leg, everyone. Now, from here, we're going to connect our two heels together and have the knees a little bit wider. From here, we're going to tap both of the toes down towards that same point that we've been tapping, and then bring it back up again. Exhale, tap the toes down. Inhale as we bring them back up. Excellent. Now, with this tap here, Lucy is demonstrating the full tap, where she's going all the way down, and this is going to work really hard through a low tummy. If it's not right for you, just a little air tap to halfway. This is enough. We're working in our own available range. Lucy's got more than that now. She can continue demonstrating the challenging version. Very nice, Lucy. Great. And again, if the double-legged version, even with your little air taps, if that's a little bit too challenging for you, stick with the single-legged toe taps again. Now, if you're up for a challenge, and I know some of you are, we're now going to move into the double-legged toe tap. So from here, we're going to tap both toes across towards one corner of our mat, bring it back up again, and then tap it to the other corner of our mat, bringing it back up again. Lovely. We continue this breathing pattern, and we're aiming the toes a little bit more away from us. So we're opening up through the front of the hip and really working into these low tummy muscles. Fab. Now, by adding in the component where we're taking the leg from right to left, it's going to start to challenge us into our oblique muscles. And I know the question you're about to ask now, is it okay if my hips lift off the mat? And the answer is yes, a little bit. It's not the focus, but it has to happen to allow the movement to happen. Very good. You should be now experiencing a sense of burning in through your abdominal region and into the front of the thighs a little bit. This is good. We're going to continue push through and we're going to love it, aren't we, Lucy? Yes, you can't see, but she's nodding in agreement. Lovely. One more on either side here. And let's tap it down and hold it for 4, 3, smile, 2, 1, bring it back up and tap the other side, holding it here for 4, 3, shake, 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 2, 1, bring it back up and 1 foot back down onto the ground, followed by the other foot. Take a big exhale breath, melt down into your mat here. Awesome. Now, let's stretch the hands long by the hips and we'll have the palms facing in towards each other. Fabulous. Let's first of all focus on our shoulder blades. We're going to press those down into the mat underneath us. And then from here, we're going to exhale as we keep the arms straight and take the arms overhead, funnel the rib cage down only as far as you can, keeping the ribs connected. Bring the arms back down towards the hips with an inhale breath there. Exhale, take the arms over. Lovely. Now, this exercise is not a kind of like feel the burn type exercise like the previous exercise. This is an exercise that is teaching us how to organize our rib cage and move our shoulders without any rib movement in there. Okay? Hey, you like that, did you, Lucy? Yeah, I did too.
Go the other way.
Now, let's do 3 more arm arcs like this, everyone. And the focus and the intention is on keeping the rib cage funneling down, keeping it still and steady. Fab. 1 more here. Then we're going to lead the arms up to the roof. Yeah, perfect. Now, little imaginary ball of energy. So imagine here, I'm pushing out into both of your hands, but the hands are not going to move. Don't move them, Lucy. Come on, push harder. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yep, that's it. So we've got some good energy through the arms. So find that resistance within your own body. Now, from here, keep squeezing that imaginary ball together. Like we've got a beach ball. We're back at Balmoral Beach in summer. Let's go November 2020. Curl the tailbone up. Sorry, December, that's when summer starts. Curl up into a bridge, just to the tips of your shoulder blades. Take an inhale breath here. Keep squeezing that ball and exhale, roll down. Imprint each vertebra one at a time. Roll the pelvis back into neutral. Beautiful. Exhale, curl the tailbone up. Lovely. Coming up, 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 up. Perch yourself on your shoulder blades. Take a big inhale breath here. And roll down. We all love bridges, don't we, Andrea? Looking at you. Take an inhale breath down here and exhale, curling up. Parking ourselves between our shoulder blades. Take a big inhale breath here and exhale, rolling back down. So by now our spine is nice and juicy and pliable and warm. We're now going to roll up into our next bridge. Keep squeezing that ball, Lucy. Thank you. You can see it now. Then pause here. Squeeze the ball and inhale, arms go overhead. And then exhale, hands back down towards the hips. Right down there. And arms go over. And hands come back down. How are we going to breathe? We're going to exhale as we take the arms over. And then we're going to inhale as we take the arms back down. Fabulous. Let's keep going with this. Very good. Should be getting a sense of warmth in through our glutes and in through our hamstrings. Very nice. We'll do 4 more of these. Now, if this is a little bit much for us, just stick with your bridges with the roll up and the roll down. Or if that's a little bit too much for you, stick with your little pelvic tilts. Lots of benefits to be gained in all of those exercises. Fabulous. Now, from here, we're going to reach the arms up to the roof. We're going to pause here. We're going to roll back down through our spine all the way, all the way. Take an inhale breath here. Take a rest. That's your rest done. Exhale, peel back up again. And pausing here. Now, option time. Option number 1 is to have the hands down on the mat next to your hips. Option 2, which Lucy's going to take, is we're going to keep the arms up here and we're going to exhale as we float one leg up into a tabletop position and inhale, lower it to its footprint and exhale, float the other leg up into tabletop. Inhale, lower it down to its footprint. Exhale, float the other one up. Inhale, back down. Lovely. So now the no arm bridge is going to really work deep into the back of the supporting leg, into the glute and into the hamstring. And by having the arms up here, we've taken away some of your base of support. So it's going to work into your core muscles a little bit more. Fabulous. Now, if these exercises get a little bit too challenging for us, remember, stick with your bridges or your little pelvic tilts. But Lucy's going to pause here with her right leg up. Now from here, she's going to stretch that leg out and the arms overhead. Lovely. Bring it all back in. Hands come down next to the hips and then stretch it back out long again. Nice. Bring it back in. Keep going with this, everyone. We're going to do 4 more. Now, we didn't talk about our little Pilates marble today yet, but we're keeping that perched right in the middle of the 2 hip bones. So hip bone right, hip bone left, are level with each other. Very good. And then let's stretch the limbs long and away from each other. And we're going to hold it here for 6, 5, pelvis level, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in and lower the foot down. Keep the arms there. Squeeze that ball, Lucy. Thank you. Left leg up and limbs go out long. And inhale, bring them back up. Keep that tongue in your mouth, Lucy. Exhale. Oh, very nice. Excellent. And a big hello to the Chong family out there. Apparently Lucy looks like her mother on screen. Love it. Let's do 3 more. 2. And last one. Hold it here. Lovely. Hips level. 6. Reach long through that leg. 5, 4, 3, make yourself a little longer, Lucy and everyone. 2, keep those arms level with each other. And 1, bring everything back up, foot down, arms down. And then with control, elegance, and finesse, Lucy, we roll down, imprint every vertebra, one after the next. Beautiful. Let's give the knees a cuddle into our chest. Good. And we'll just drop the knees side to side, have a little stretchy out here. Now, from here, we're going to start to work on some chest lift and then our single leg stretch. If this gets a little bit overwhelming for our neck, then you can keep your head down with it and just do the arm components. Lots of benefits to be gained from that. Now, let's place both of the feet back down onto the earth, Miss Luce. We're going to go hands behind the back of the head, elbow tips up into our peripheral vision. We're going to have the pelvis right in the middle there, so we've got a little bit of a tiny lift underneath our lower back. We're going to zipper our sternum between our ribs, and we're going to curl up into a chest lift. Reach and take hold of the back of the thighs, peel up a little bit higher, elbows bend, then take the hands back behind the head, and roll back down through the spine. Pause for drama. Take an inhale breath there. We love a bit of drama, don't we, Lucy? Curling up. We've had none of it today. Stretch the arms long, peel up a little higher, hands come back behind the head. Nice. Pause for drama. Where's the drama, Lucy? I paused. Oh, you paused? Yeah. Roll back down. Oh, she's fighting back this week. Curling up. Lovely. Stretch the arms long. Peel up a little higher. Hands behind the head. There was the drama. Loved it. Beautiful. 2 more like that. Exhale, we come up. Inhale, reach the arms long. Exhale, scoop. Pause here, everyone. See how she's got a delicious curve through her upper back? That is fantastic. Her head is popped on top of her shoulders here, so she's not working into her neck too much, but she's working really hard in those abdominal muscles. Hands back behind the head. Show them the drama. Here it is. And roll back down. Nice. Let's do 1 more of these, everyone. Fab. This time, take hold of the legs. Pause here. Tricked you. Bring both legs up into tabletop. Oh, then both hands onto the left leg and then left arm long along the outside of that leg there, and then stretch your right leg out long. This is your single leg stretch position. Elbows are still propped up wide like you've got little helium balloons under there, and we're going to swap the legs. We'll do a few slow, so we'll swap the legs and swap the arms on the legs. So always the outside arm long on the outside. Excellent. Then swap the legs. Excellent. Outside arm along on the outside. Swap the legs over again. Fab. That's to either side slowly. Let's now go a little bit quicker. So we're going to exhale to swap. Exhale to swap. Exhale to swap. Keep going with this. Take it a little bit quicker, Lucy. Good. Now what's happening here is we're keeping both of the shoulders level with each other. You know, Lucy, you know that beautiful curve I pointed out in her upper back? She's still maintaining that. She's loving it. Her abdominals are screaming. She's on fire. Not actual fire, but just muscular fire. I'm getting eyeballs. And let's roll down and let's take a moment. Did you feel that, Lucy? It was good, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's now go to the slightly more advanced version with some obliques. So if that was a little bit too challenging for you, that's cool. Congratulations for trying. Just head back and do some toe taps that we did at the start of the class to keep your abdominal muscles working. If that was the right level for you, do some more of those. Or if you want to join us for a slightly more advanced version, this is you, Mum in Adelaide and all your friends, Denise and Di, give it a crack. Let's bring the legs up into tabletop. Hands back behind the head, curl up into your chest lift. Now from here, we're going to take the right shoulder across towards the left hip, stretch the right leg out long into our crisscross position, coming back in through the center, and then rotate to the other side. Inhale through the center and exhale, twist. Now, keep going with this, everyone. Now, the temptation is to want to think elbow to knee. Do you remember the sprinkler? Sort of like that. We don't want to think elbow to knee. What we want to think is shoulder to hip. That way we're getting pure rotation and flexion of our thoracic spine, of our upper spine, this bit, and it will really, really work us into our oblique muscles. Fantastic. Pause there, Lucy. Hold it for 6, and everyone at home, 5. Keep twisting and wringing your spine out. 4, 3, a little bit more. Keep it moving, even though it's a static position. Keep moving. Squeeze, 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 and other side. Lovely. Hold it here. Hips are level. Squeeze. 6, 5. Even though it's static, keep moving, keep breathing, keep living. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into the center and rolling back down. Excellent. Let's bring the legs back up into tabletop. Take hold of the back of your thighs with your hands. Fabulous. Now, from here, we're going to do some assisted roll-ups. We're going to start by having the elbows a little bit lifted again. Find those little helium balloons that are holding them up. We're going to start by pressing the legs forward until you feel a little bit of engagement into your hamstrings. Then from here, we're going to nod our chin gently to our chest, press the feet down, and then bones stack up very tall. Inhale here. Oh, tall. What was that called? And roll back down. Lovely. All the way down. Legs in tabletop. Excellent. Curling back up again. Now, we've been doing these for a few weeks, so we're going to do some variations on this theme today. Now, if we're new to this class, or if this is the right level, stick with this. Lots of benefit. Spinal articulation, abdominal strength. If it's too challenging, do some more bridges. We love our bridges. Now, Lucy's not going to put her feet down this time here. Excellent. Now, we're going to roll back down. So this is the start of the slightly more challenging variation. So this is the assisted roll down without the use of the feet. This is a really good preparation for an exercise we do in advanced Pilates called the teaser. Curling up. So stretch the legs forward, but we don't touch them to the mat. Excellent. Now notice we don't come all the way upright. We're on a little bit of a lean. That's cool. Roll back down. And this is the reason why we did those toe touches at the start of the class, a little bit further away towards the front of the mat. So as you curl up, I want you to feel like you're doing that same double-legged toe tap that we worked on at the start of the class. Awesome. Rolling back down. Excellent. We're now going to add the single leg stretch component to this. So as we curl up, we're going to curl up and stretch the right leg out long as we go. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Inhale here and exhale, roll back down. Fold this leg in. Yep, bring it back in and curling up, stretching the left leg out long. Stretch it out. So in this position here, we're making a V shape and roll back down. Ooh, feel those tummy muscles working. One more on each leg. Now remembering everyone at home, we've got lots of options. We can be doing all the way from little pelvic tilts through to bridges, through to the assisted roll up, or to this version that we're doing now with the single leg stretch. This is the final one we'll do on this leg, and then we're going to do 3 with double legs. So either come along with me now or pick the variation that's right for you and stick with that. Lucy, let's curl up, stretch both of the legs out long, pause up here, release a few butterflies from your sternum, inhale there, and yep, and roll back down. I saw those butterflies, they were good. Rolling down, inhale there, and exhale, legs go first. Good, yep, figure out how to use your limbs to achieve the shape. Roll back down, bending through the knees. Awesome. And one more opportunity to release some more butterflies. Coming up now, your sternum is this bone here, and we're going to open through our sternum, release some more butterflies, smile here, have a few little shakes. That's your abdominal muscles working really hard. We love it. We pause for drama, and we roll back down again. Excellent. Well done, Lucy. Nice work. Give those knees a cuddle into your chest, everyone at home. Give them a little side to side. Awesome. Pardon? Oh, you're boiling. Yes, we forgot to put the air conditioner on today, everyone. Bikram Pilates. Nice. Awesome. Now, let's lie on our side, please, everyone at home, facing towards our screens. And we're going to have both of the knees bent, and we're going to have the underneath arm bent underneath us as well. Fabulous. Now, from here, we're going to squeeze our heels together and then bring this top knee up just into a clam. Inhale as we lower the knee back down. This is the base model. I'll give you one more. Clam knee comes up, clam knee goes down. Either stay with that, or if we'd like to work a little bit harder today, some of us do, don't we, Lucy, in the hot room here, in the hot box. Exhale, bring that knee up, and then inhale, lowering it back down. Very good. Now the focus here, everyone. See how I've got my hand under both Lucy's heels here? The aim is to keep both of these heels lifted up and at the same height in space the whole time. And I want you to squeeze a $100 bill between your heels. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. And that's going to help us activate into both legs and give us that delicious peach emoji shaped derriere that we also crave at this point in time, because we're all sitting at home doing a lot of eating. Lovely. Now, 3 more clams like this. And lower the knee down, lower the heels back down there. Yep. So knees down, heels down. Now from here, we're going to squeeze the heels together again. We're going to open this top knee up into another clam. Pause there. Thigh bone stays still. Extend that leg, then tap the knee back down, the toe down to the other toe, and then lower the knee back down again. Good. So the knee comes up, stretch the leg long, tap it back down, and lower the knee back down there again. Lovely. Exhale, open the knee, stretch the leg long, tap it back down, and lowering it back down. Excellent. And we just had one of our minions turn on the air conditioner for Lucy, so she's now happy so we can work her harder. Great. Thank you, Marisol. And 2 more of these. Actually heard us like it's live or something. Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, crazy. Then with this next one here, we're going to bring this knee up, stretch this leg long, and we're now going to tap to the front edge of our mat, bring it back up to that same point, and then tap to the back edge of your mat. Back up again. Front edge, bring it up, and back edge. Back, Lucy. Good. Front, good, you've nailed that. And let's bring it back here into what we call hip extension, or in normal land, not physio land. That's when your leg goes behind you, but we want to keep our hip bones stacked on top of each other. Very good. Should be sensing now this really localized sense of warmth, possibly burning in through the top of the hip here. This is really good. I can feel it radiating heat from where I am. This is fab. It's working, is it, Lucy? Yep, good. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to pause with the leg long here. We're going to reach that leg long, and then in big capital letters, we'll do our full names again, first, middle, and last name. Do you have a middle name, Lucy? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is it 4 letters like your other 2 names? No. No, good. All right, so we're going to be going for a little while here, everyone, and I really want us to really clearly and crisply get each of the letters down. If at home you lack a middle name, That's okay, no judgment, that's cool. Just put my name, Jeremy, in the middle there, or Lucy's name, a little bit shorter if you've got two long names on either side. My middle name is Martin. I always thought that was a little bit dorky, sorry Mum, but I think it was Dad's choice, wasn't it? Anyway, and let's stretch that top arm out long in front of us and bring that arm up to the roof and twist around into your book opening. Big twist there, everyone. That should feel delicious. And bring the arm back down here. That. We'll do 4 more book openings. Really luxuriate in that. And press your top hip and your top knee forward to really complement that stretch through your spine. Fabulous. So stretching through the top half of you, but your bottom half is active to achieve that stretch. Wonderful. 2 more. And breathe. And 1 more here. Fantastic. Beautiful. Now, if we've got any shoulder problems, we're going to stick with that exercise. If our shoulders are feeling okay today, we're going to do some side lifts. So Lucy's going to prop herself up onto her elbow. Here like this. Bring the elbow a little closer underneath you here, Lucy. So then that way our elbow is underneath our shoulder. Our knees are still bent and our heels are still in line with our bottom. From here, we're going to exhale as we lift the hips up off the ground, and then inhale as we lower the hips back down to the earth. Lovely. A few more of these here, Lucy. Now, if we're strong and capable, we can stretch this, you are Lucy, we can stretch this top leg long here and then leave it there, lower it back down. Good. Exhale, we come up, inhale back down. Good, so that's the next level of difficulty. And if we're really strong and really capable like young Lucy is, we're going to stretch the underneath leg out long to join the top leg. So while we're down, both legs long, exhale, lifting up, inhale there, and exhale, roll back down. Let's curl our toes up towards our nose, and I want you to feel like we're in Russia and we've got our ice skates on and we're digging those skates into the ice to stop us going forward. Fabulous. We're probably not going to Russia anytime soon, Lucy, considering the ban on the international travel, but it's an image and we're going to go with it. And coming up here, pausing, holding whatever version you're doing, everyone. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Stay there. Keep going. We hold it for 6, 5, 4. If you're not shaking, consider moving to the next level of difficulty. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. And lower it back down. And let's organize ourselves so our heads are up the other end. Lovely. Give that shoulder a little bit of a roll along the way, just to loosen any scapular tension. And then we start by lying down on our side. We get to do it all over again on the other side. Now, so we started with a clam. So the little lift is underneath the waist. We have that heel to heel squeeze, $100 bill, remember, between those. And we exhale as the knee comes up. Inhale as it goes down. Base model. Next model up, the deluxe version, the Lucy version. Heels up, knee comes up. Knee goes down. Good. Now, even though the legs are up here, this underneath leg is not passively just hanging out there. You are squeezing those heels together really firmly to get that increased sense of activation in through the back of the legs that should feel fantastic. Good. 3 more, Lucy. Feeling your glutes? Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. So they shouldn't be burning yet. They should be on a little bit of a simmer. At the moment, we're going to crank it up to hot in a moment, aren't we, Lucy? Yeah, there we are. Fantastic. And 2 more. Nice. And pop it back down and heels come back down. Now from here, we're going to bring this knee up. We're then going to stretch that leg long. And then we're going to bend that knee, toe to toe touch, and then knee will come back down. Lucy's just going to readjust. Lovely. Knee comes up. Stretch the leg long, tap it back in, and lowering it back down. Lovely. Now, while Lucy goes on with this, we've got some really good deals on at Square One at the moment. They came out in an email yesterday. They're to do with some packages for clinical exercise or Pilates, getting you started there on your journey. There are some really good deals. So have a look at your emails, at your inbox. It's also across our social media. So make sure that you have a look at that and jump on board. We've got some really good things going on to help you get through this working at home period of time. Now, knee up, stretch the leg long, tap it to the front of your mat, bring it back up again, and then tap it to the back. Fabulous. Bring it up and tap it back down. Very nice. Keep going with this, everyone. Good. This should feel fantastic. Beautiful. Nice work, Lucy. Very good. Let's go forward and backward a few more times. Tap and down. Bring it back up and stretch it long here. And again, we'll do first, middle, and last names. Yep, like this. So writing it down here. Perfect. Lovely. With our toe. Excellent. Aim to keep this leg long and straight. This is going to put lots of work into this top hip here. Very nice. Keep the underneath waist lifted. With the sense of burning that I was talking about in this top hip now, should have progressed from simmer to moderate. Now it's almost boiling and it should feel really, really good. That's what really good feels like. Keep going with it, everyone. Own it, work it. Fab. Nearly done, Lucy. What letter are you up to?
Second last.
Second last. A, Y. Excellent. Fantastic. Now, from here, bend the knees, stretch that top arm out long in front of you. Keep those hips stacked. Open the top arm up to the roof. And then we twist and we rotate all the way out. Yummy, stretch it through the front of the chest. And bring that arm back and hover it down in the ground in front of you. Top arm comes up, twist and open, and bring it back. Good. Now, things we're considering here, everyone, hips are stacked on each other and making sure that that underneath arm is bent underneath you like it's a little pillow that you're lying on. Or if you have a pillow handy, pop the pillow under your head as well. That works too. Just make sure that your neck spine is comfortable. Great. 2 more of these loose. Fantastic. Brilliant. And hi to Louise, who's been doing this every week. Love reading your little comments. Now, from here, let's place ourselves on our elbow. Fabulous. Then from here, both of the knees are bent. Heels are in line with the bottom. Scapula or our wing bone is organized. We're going to exhale as we lift the hips up off the ground. Pause here for a moment and then lower them back down to the earth there. Fabulous. Exhale, lift the hips up and lowering back down. Good. Shoulder stays organized. Our top leg stretches out long here. Lovely. And then lower it back down. Keep that top leg reaching long. Excellent. Now here, unfortunately, Lucy's run out of room to stretch her underneath leg long. So she's going to shift that way. We'll make it work. Well done. Now, exhale as you come back up again. Now remembering, we work at the level that's right for us, everyone, okay? So if you've got shoulder or neck problems, stick with your book openings. If you don't, do it with both of the knees bent, or the top leg straight, or both of the legs straight. That is going to give us a very good workout throughout midsection on either side, especially the underneath side. Great. Now, this next one here, we're going to lift up in whatever version we're doing. We're going to stay here and we're going to hold it for 6, 5, lift a little higher. Thank you. 4, 3, stretch the crown of the head a little bit longer. 2, 1, and then roll back down there. Excellent work. Lovely. Let's come up into 4-point kneeling, please, position, Lucy. Lovely. Now, from here, let's just do a few cat and camel stretches to loosen up our lower back. So the shoulders are over the tops of the wrists and the hips are over the tops of the knees. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, arch the back up towards the roof. Big, yummy stretch there. And then inhale, coming through a long spine, arching up, looking towards the roof. And exhale, lifting it back up again. Inhale back through long spine. Wonderful. Great. Let's do 4 more of these. Arch the back up. Now, if you've got wrist problems, you can do this on your fists or on your elbows as well. That works too. Fantastic work, everyone. Lovely. Let's move that hair out of the way. Oops. Exhale, arching the back up. Inhale, coming back through long spine. Looking up. Exhale, coming up again. And back through long spine. And perfect. Back into the middle here. Great. Let's now place our right hand palm up underneath our sternum, which is our breastbone here on the ground. Yep. Now, from here, we're going to open this arm up to the roof like we're doing a book opening. And we're going to slide it through and then bend your left elbow here, only if it's not going to give you a sore ulnar nerve. And then bring that right arm up towards the ceiling here. And exhale, dive and twist through. So this is a book opening with a thread the needle variation in 4-point kneeling. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, twist it through. Twist, Lucy, twist and shout. No, don't shout. And come back up again. Just twist. Lovely. Well done. 2 more of these. Inhale, up. And exhale, twist here, pause there, drain the water out of your ear like you've just gotten out of Balmoral or Shelley Beach. Good. And place that hand back underneath your sternum. Place your left hand underneath your sternum now. Open that arm up towards the roof into your book opening. Twist those ribs. Exhale, send that arm through. Big twist there. Bend that right elbow as long as it doesn't give you an nerve damage. And bring that arm up. And take it back down. Sorry, I mean, if it's hurting your elbow, don't do it. Don't bend it, just keep it straight. Lovely. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, twist it down, twist through. Go a little further this time, everyone. You've got this. A bit more. You've got more than that, Lucy. Thank you. Oh, yeah, there we are. Bring it back up. Oh. Last one here. Inhale, up. And twisting it through. Twist, twist, twist. And reach that arm back down next to the other hand. Beautiful. Now, pausing here, everyone. We're going to slide the right arm and the left leg long along the ground. Pause there. Then we float the arm and the leg up where they're parallel to the earth. Finger and toe tap them back down and then slide them back in. Now, slide the left arm and the right leg long, floating them up. Fabulous. Finger and toe tap back down, sliding it back in. If this is a bit much for your wrists, you can do it on your elbows and you can just do the leg component. Very nice. Alternatively, you can do it on your 2 fists as well as another good option for you at home if you've got sore wrists or wrist pain. Lovely. Let's do one more on either side. Now from here, we're going to reach one set of limbs up long. We're going to pause here. Now, from here, we're going to take those limbs onto a diagonal. So the hand goes out to the side and the leg goes out to the side, and then bring it back. Back out to a diagonal, there, and then back in again. So in effect, what you're doing is like, oh, that. Out to the side, back in. Out to the side, back in. Perfect. Keep going with this. Keep those tummy muscles lifted and engaged underneath you. Good. Feel like your tummy muscles are working, your back muscles are working. Those muscles form the sandwich, and your spine is in the middle, being supported and protected dynamically. Fantastic. One more here. Finger and toes stretch long, tap them back down, slide them back in, and then stretch out the other set of limbs at home, everyone. Reach them long and proud, and take the arms out to the side, and bring it back. Nice, good. Long and proud, Lucy. That's it. Excellent. Good. 3 more. Keep those limbs reaching long, 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 long. And bring it back in. And finger and toe tap back down. And let's place our bottom back down onto our heels. Give ourselves a little lower back stretch here. Good. Stretch those arms long, hanging out here. Breathing into our lower back, into our upper back. Lovely. Expand those ribs. And then from here, we're going to bring ourselves up into a Z-sit position, into a mermaid position. If this is not accessible for you, then you can do it seated on a chair, or you can do it with your legs crossed in front of you or your legs straight out. Reach the arms up to the side, east and west. Good, stretch up nice and tall, north and south, and place the hands down to the ground, and then come up and over into a mermaid. Stretch up these ribbies, open the arm, yep, right up and over to the other side. Beautiful. And back over, place the hands down, coming up and over to the side here. Excellent, coming up and over to the side. Fabulous, good. Fantastic, a few more of these. And I've just got myself a road bike, everyone. I've now fallen off it about 50 times. So if you see me out on the weekend on my bike, please do not look at me or disturb me because I will likely fall off. But if I do, don't run me over. It is a concern. But I'm staying safe. Don't worry, Mum. It's all good. I'm doing it with friends. They protect me. I've also learned don't put your hand onto parked cars because people don't like that. And they might not also be parked. They might be on and they might move. Okay, one more either side. Place the hand down and come up and over. Yep, up and over. Yeah, and then we'll thread this needle through here, Lucy. Yeah, good. Big spine twist. Press this pelvis down, everyone. Good. Twist that arm through. Every exhale breath. Bring it a little bit more. Twist it, twist it, twist it. Thank you. Love it. Good. Feels so good to mobilize these ribs and your thoracic spine, especially if you've been working from home. And bring it back up. And let's swap the legs over and we'll do the other side. Lovely. So just popping the legs around the other way. Arms out long. We'll skip the mermaid side to side. We'll just go into the twist stretch. So we'll place the hand down, thread this needle through, press your pelvis down, twist and twist and twist. Every exhale breath, twist a little bit further, twist it, love it. Mobilizing through your thoracic spine feels so good. Don't stay there, keep mobilizing, Lucy. You're not mobilized enough yet. Keep going, keep breathing, she's smiling, everyone. And let's uncurl ourselves, bring ourselves all the way back up, stretch the legs out. Lovely, dangle them over the edge. And everyone, that was our Wednesday class again. Thank you, Mick, for 45 minutes of fun together. Lucy and I here at Square One headquarters in Mossman. Don't worry about Gala's also headquarters, but we know where it is really at Mossman. Anyway, I'm going to get in trouble for that comment. And we'll see you next week. Remember to check out Square One Connect. We've got lots of content going out. We've got stuff happening every day. Lots of things for you to see, look at and do. And remember, the clinics are still open, so if you have any niggles, aches, pain, injuries that are undiagnosed or not managed yet, drop in for a treatment plan and we'll help get you through and see you through to the end of this little Corona episode. Well done, everyone. See you next week. Bye.